Well, investors giving shares of Starbucks a big jolt in the session today. That stock is up nearly 10%. The coffee chain posted a record quarter, attributing its success to rising prices, even despite some economic headwinds. Let's bring in Yahoo Finance's Brooke DiPalma, who's all over the numbers for us. And Brooke, the good news is domestically, there are consumers who are spending more per visit, but there's some headwinds overseas. We'll get to that, but let's sort of start on the domestic stuff and the positive news first.
Yeah, Kiko, well, some positive news here is that although Starbucks does not have a jingle like McDonald's, Starbucks and Wall Street are certainly singing to the tune of this fiscal fourth quarter report. Wall Street here today, Starbucks having the best day since May. Shares up nearly 10% in 2 hours into trading day here. Now, as you noted here, despite them setting up higher prices in Q3, they did give us a bit of an estimate there that they raised about 5% over the past 12 months. But that actually did lead to higher revenue here, a record $8.4 billion. Here in the U.S., same-store sales jumped by 11%, thanks to a 10% increase in average ticket price. But just how long will that momentum continue? And can customers expect another price hike? Starbucks CFO Rachel Ruggeri weighed in this morning with Yahoo Finance.
Really in response to inflationary pressures. We'll have some of that this year based on annualization from moves we made last year, but we expect our pricing to return to actions that are more on a historical level. What we focus on is really how do we sustain that ticket? Because it isn't just pricing, it's actually volume as well. We've seen our customers purchase more. That's evidenced in increased attach. So we're seeing increased volume.
Now, some of those offerings of what they consider that are driving volumes include customization. Here, about 60% of beverages are now customized. Modifiers have grown in double digits. And that includes stuff like pumpkin spice syrups or peppermint mocha syrups going into your coffee. But what Rachel continued to emphasize is that the partners, and as you noted, labor inflation certainly coming into consideration here, driving this demand that Starbucks is willing to fill. Also, Rachel emphasized that they continue to believe that a side-by-side relationship with partners is most important as unionization efforts continue.
Side note, Brooke, it looks like you and Rachel were wearing the same top.
I did notice that. And we have the same color, same flavor drink.
Same flavor drink. We were talking about China because we did see a double-digit decline in same-store sales there. There's been some rumors floating around this week that potentially China could ease its zero-COVID policy. What more did we hear from Starbucks about what that's likely to mean for their second-largest market?
Yeah, well, like so many U.S. consumer brands, Starbucks is certainly hoping and weighing and ultimately, super bullish on the fact that this COVID-19 zero policy will be lifted soon. Starbucks really taking a leader position here, ultimately weighing in and continuing to grow. Now there's nearly 6,000 stores opening up in China. And Rachel emphasized that they're actually moving towards digital there in the midst of mobility not being back to where it was pre-pandemic. She said that 44% of their overall sales are digital now, and that once mobility lifts, they expect those stores to operate and continue to grow. Howard Schultz also super optimistic here. He strongly believes that they will come out of this pandemic as the #1 Western consumer brand. So certainly something to keep an eye on, and we'll continue to follow how exactly that performs on Wall Street.
Yeah, it's certainly been a key market for Starbucks for a very long time. Brooke, thanks so much for that.